If you've been feeling stuck lately, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, and you know what you should be doing, but you just can't get yourself to move, this video is for you. A lot of people think the answer is more discipline, more pressure, more willpower. Sometimes that's the case, but sometimes the real issue is not that you're lazy. Sometimes your nervous system is overloaded. And when your nervous system is dysregulated, forcing yourself harder usually doesn't help. It just creates more shame, more pressure, and more paralysis. So in this video, I want to give you 3 habits that can help calm your nervous system and help you get unstuck naturally. They're simple, but if you do them consistently, they can generally change your state and build that momentum. So the first habit, movement. Move your physical body. Frederick Nanchel, probably botched that, once wrote, "All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking." Whether or not that's literally true, movement has a way of breaking us out of the mental loops to get us unstuck. And no, it doesn't have to be extreme. Even something as simple as walking can be powerful. When you're stuck, a lot of time you're trapped in your mind, overthinking, spiraling, replaying the same thoughts, the same fears, the same problems. Walking helps interrupt that loop. It brings you back to your body, it brings you back into the present, and it helps release a lot of the stress, tension, and stagnant energy that builds up when you stay frozen for too long. Sometimes you don't need to think your way forward. Sometimes you need to move your way forward. That's why walking is so powerful. It's simple, accessible, and low resistance. You don't need to wait for the perfect routine or the perfect mood. Just go outside and walk for 10 to 20 minutes. And if you want to take it even further, strength training a few times a week is amazing too, but start with something that's simple and easy to repeat, because motion creates momentum. The second habit, meditation or use of breathwork. Jiddu Krishnamurti once said, "The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence." That's really what meditation is teaching us. That, how to notice our thoughts. How to notice our thoughts without immediately believing them. In other words, you are not your thoughts. You're not your mind. But the awareness observing them like clouds passing by. Eckhart Tolle does a great job and has a great book on that as well. So this is important because one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck is that they over-identify with their thoughts and emotions. They think every anxious thought is true. Every heavy feeling becomes their identity. Every moment of fear feels like proof that something is wrong with them. Meditation helps you create space. It teaches you to observe your thoughts instead of immediately becoming them. It helps you to slow down, step back, and realize that I don't have to react to every thought. I don't have to follow every emotion. I can be aware of what I feel without being controlled by it. Detachment. And if meditation feels intimidating, start with something simple like box breathing. The idea is inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and repeat. Box breathing technique. Even doing that for 1 to 3 minutes can help calm your body and bring you back to center. Or maybe try guided meditation, binaural beats, all these help. Meditation is not about becoming emotionless or emptying your mind. It is about creating enough inner space so that your mind is no longer running your life unchecked. To create that separation and detachment. So you're no longer in a state of reaction, but in a state of responding to your environment, responding to your thoughts and what you want to give energy to. And the third habit is having a grounding outlet, something healthy and meaningful that gives your energy somewhere to go. Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working. Picasso. Sometimes the breakthrough doesn't come before the action. It comes because of the action. the momentum. Because if you don't direct your energy intentionally, it usually gets consumed by distraction, scrolling, avoidance, and self-sabotage. Atrophy, naturally. Without order, there's chaos in its place. So you don't just need relief, you need redirection. And, having that outlet redirects your focus to something meaningful for you. So it could take place of many different forms of journaling, reading, writing, building, learning a skill, making music, learning an instrument, drawing, just working on a project that actually means something to you, something you'll stick with. The point is not to stay busy for the sake of it, but the point is to reconnect with yourself through something that helps you build, express, reflect, or grow. That kind of outlet reminds you that you're not powerless, that you are still capable of movement, and that you are still becoming someone. You're not stuck to staying the same person or the same life. You can change any second, every minute, every passing moment. The only permanent thing in this life is change. So it's to embrace it, to accept it, and to direct it intentionally and mindfully, instead of letting your environment and friends, family influence that, for you to intentionally build that yourself. And over time, that builds self-trust and confidence, because every time you return to something meaningful, instead of numbing out or distracting yourself, you're teaching yourself and reminding, I do show up for myself, I can create movement, and I'm not as stuck as I think I am. Getting out of your head, getting into moving energy instead of stagnant. So if you feel stuck right now, start here. Move your body, calm your mind, channel your energy. You don't need to bully yourself into change. You don't need to shame yourself into action. You need to work with your nervous system, not against it. Learn about it. Get to knowing yourself, your energy, what drains you, what feeds your energy, and keep that stack them. So start small, go on one walk, get enough rest, do 1 minute of mindful breathing, spend 10 minutes doing something that grounds you, that nourishes you. Because small shifts in your emotional state can create real momentum in your life instead of staying stuck. It's up to you. Don't rely on anyone else to build that. Find it within yourself, because you deserve that. So, if you're ready to go deeper, click the link below in the description to get my free guidebook, Mindfulness, Taking Control of Your Life Through the Subconscious, where I share additional tools and insights to help you better understand yourself and create lasting change, and other stuff that I'll be working on in the future. Let me know what stood out to you most, or if you have any questions. I'm here to help, sincerely. Until next time, stay aware, stay aligned, and stay human.